Who is Master Raymond? Where does he get his powers? And why is he such a significant character in the Outlander universe? The short answer is we don't really know. The long answer is that I believe he is the most important character in Outlander because he is guiding all of the travelers, ensuring the timeline, and making sure that their souls eventually rest in the space between. You can almost view him as a godlike character or a mastermind who is ensuring that the events that need to take place do take place. This can be said for the characters of Outlander for things such as medical development if he is Hippocrates, shape-shifting, so many various things throughout the story. Before I get into really deep analysis, I'm going to give a very broad overview of what I'm trying to say. I believe in Outlander, when you go through the stones, you go to a place that is referred to as either the space between or the dream world. In various ways and in various instances, we have seen all of the characters of Outlander visit these places. The time travelers do it when they go through the stones and they travel, and people like Jamie do it when they are dreaming. This ties into the thoughts that I have about when you go through the standing stones, you are entering a form of purgatory. And that is why travelers will hear people screaming. That is why people will hear singing and various other things. I would go so far into this theorizing that the space between is the connection points of parallel timelines and the jumping points on the Mobius loop. That being said, I think to fully understand Diana's intent for Master Raymond, you have to know that this story was always meant to be a sci-fi story. Diana has stated multiple times that Doctor Who inspired her to write this series, and I think that's very reflected within the main stories and specifically the novellas. First up, his powers. Where does he get them? He's done many things presented to us in the source material and excerpts that Diana has provided from Master Raymond's book. I am of the belief that he gets his powers from the space between and that he learned to wield them from his father. You would have to apply the logic that there are certain points that cannot be changed. Everything is predestined and that there are fixed points on the timelines. However, he is the ultimate deciding factor on who can travel and when they can travel and who cannot. I.e., that Master Raymond is controlling the standing stones, which lead to the space between and time travel, the same way that the TARDIS leads to time travel in Doctor Who. Through excerpts from his book, the source material, and the Outlander companions, we know that Master Raymond is from the Stone Age. He is the first prehistoric time traveler, and that all other time travelers stem from him. This excerpt specifically that Diana released, we learn more about Master Raymond and his father. He is talking about how his father is in the dream world and that he should go and visit him. In my mind, the dream world equals the space between. We know that Master Raymond's family was killed by Vikings. Vikings, in contrast to travelers, have a red aura, while travelers have a blue aura. This is why Master Raymond fears Jamie and why he refers to him as the Red Man. That in itself is significant for other reasons that are not relevant to this video, so I digress. Back on track. I've always thought that Raymond often goes to visit his father in the space between for a number of reasons. One, yes, he could miss him, but more likely it's because he is his successor. It is also possible that he is the only one to visit him and that his siblings do not have the ability. This could be why Diana provided us with the context of the snake taking to Master Raymond, but biting his siblings. Theoretically, one of the times that Master Raymond goes to visit his father in the space between, that is when his family is slaughtered by Vikings with red auras. That would be the time that Master Raymond starts deciding to travel and take over for his father. His father likely teaches him how to manipulate time and space so that he can draw energy from it in order to perform healing and all of his other abilities. I would suggest that's where his powers come from, that's where Claire's powers come from. More importantly, where Mandy's powers come from. I think it is also safe to assume that Raymond is searching for his successor. The lost daughter that he is looking for in the space between novella is the key to all of that. I think that it's because the timeline of that lost daughter is going to lead to Mandy being born. There has to be a reason why Mandy is the only other traveler that's powers rival Master Raymond's. She can sense travelers from a distance. She is telepathic. She can speak to animals. She can guide people through the stones. She's a time traveler. She can identify both red auras and blue auras. And we have seen examples of other travelers like Bree or Roger or Comte Sherman who are able to identify blue auras like their own. But Mandy is the only other person besides Master Raymond who is identifying a red aura when she herself has a blue aura. I truly believe that in Book 10, and mostly in Master Raymond's book, we are going to be shown that he has the power and was the mastermind behind it all. He is the protector and guide for their souls and powers, and he is ensuring the timeline and ultimate resting place in the space between for everyone we see. I believe that Roger is a shepherd and that he will be used eventually to shepherd all of them into the space between. And at the end, we will see Mandy stepping into all of her power, taking her place, replacing Master Raymond. And we will hear her reading the story of Jamie and Claire, her grandparents, as she travels and ensures the protection of the space between the same way that Raymond did, therefore protecting all of their souls.